Welcome to the first Keep It Like a Secret comedy, pop-up comedy in our apartment. It's very exciting. I don't know what we're doing. Alright. And we are going to have New York coming to us live, a set from a New York comedian, in about 5 minutes. And we'll officially start our show.
Hello? It's cool. So did Jenna got already a good crowd.
Yeah. This is our first one, you guys. This is our host and our founder from Live at the Apartment in New York, and this is where I got the idea. There's this great Twitter feed called Live at the Apartment. It's live comedy in a 2-bedroom apartment in New York.
Yes.
And woo! They agreed to come play with us.
Yeah. So just a little background. We started this March 16th, 2013 was our first show, and we did it in our East Village apartment. It was a 3-bedroom at that point. And Charles was our first headliner. We had probably 30 people, 30 to 40 people. And we've been doing it once a month since then. I think we're on like our 11th show. We've taken a few breaks, but we also film all the shows and we release it as a web series, which you can check out at youtube.com/liveapt, so you can see all the performers. And every show we've just grown. It's gotten bigger and bigger, and it's been a great ride, so to speak, so far. And we work with like 40 different comedians. And we got another show next. May 17th is our next show. And what we actually do is we jump around to different apartments sometimes, and we'll have bigger crowds, 100, 150 people crowds. We've done a rooftop show. We've done a bunch of different style shows. So it's very cool to kind of have a show in Portland.
Yeah!
Sure.
Give it up for Portland!
It's an easy crowd for Charles. I'll let Charles explain his genesis in the show.
Wait, what? I'm confused as to what is happening right now. You guys are waiting to see a comedy show, right?
Yeah.
And you got some Portland comedians there?
Yeah.
And you ready to have? Are you guys ready to laugh? I let you walk by. Sorry. Fucking everything up. Well, I think it's really awesome that this is happening. This is cool. I've been to Portland once. I went to that vegan strip club.
Which one?
The first one. Wait, what?
Casa Diablo. Somebody say sizzle.
Like after the vegan strip club.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah, have you been?
Oh yeah.
Fun vegan strip clubs?
One vegan strip club, and then there's more strip clubs here per capita, although, I don't know, New York, I don't know if that's true.
It's more per capita than anywhere.
Yeah, it's in the Las
Vegas.
Yeah.
He knows. Yeah, he knows. He knows what he's doing.
Second per capita.
Oh, okay.
We're second to Springfield, Oregon.
Wait, is that a comedian?
Yeah.
But Springfield is the namesake for the Simpsons town, so there's...
Oh, that's true?
I thought that was Springfield, Illinois.
No!
Where's that?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, we weren't really sure what you guys wanted us to do.
Yeah.
We figured you just wanted us to introduce it.
And if you want to if you're ready to do a set, you can do a set, and if not, then cool.
Jenna, to be honest, I didn't really prep for a set. We were just going to kind of intro.
Awesome.
Charles, I didn't know how funny Charles would be on Skype, so I didn't want to scare him.
He's not funny at all.
Well, looks aren't
The
everything.
first comedian. Maybe Charles could just bring them on as kind of the first intro. Who is it? Who's going first?
It's me.
Oh shit! Oh, how do you pronounce your last name?
Zine.
Zine. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, where in Portland are you guys?
We're in southeast Portland, across the river from downtown.
Is that like the cool part?
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
like yeah.
It's all cool.
It's like right now.
I guess yes.
What's up?
It's like we're in Brooklyn, basically.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice. This is good. I'm doing crowd work through Skype.
This is revolutionary, you guys. We're gonna.
This is the future. I can't confirm that you guys aren't holograms.
Maybe we are.
Can somebody please prove to me that you're not holograms? Somebody make themselves bleed.
CGI blood.
I cut my finger earlier, but I don't know that I want to recreate that.
Did you cut it because it helps to make the paint on the outside fit the paint on the inside? I did that earlier today too.
I was thinking about me. Yeah, we got a little overzealous with the lime prepping for this Cinco de Mayo.
You got what?
We got a little overzealous with the lime prep for Cinco de Mayo. But don't tell my guests, because those limes are now in their beards.
Bloodlines.
That was
Alright, so
Iron.
Jenna Zine.
Yeah.
Alright, are you guys ready to see some comedy in the apartment? Well, I'm very, very excited and honored to introduce your first Portland live at the apartment comedian. She's everybody's best friend. Greatest woman that ever walked the streets of Southeast Portland. Give it up for Jenna Zine.
All right, I can't beat that introduction. I don't know if it'll ever get any better than that. So this might be my first and last show, because now I'll just have to retire. I got a New York comedian to say, hey. So, welcome you guys. Thanks so much for being here. This is my set. Have you ever seen something that you just desperately wish you could unsee? That is the problem I'm having with my bathroom floor, and it is getting very awkward. You might have had a chance to see it already. It is disgusting. It is beige. There are weird shapes in it. The other night I was brushing my teeth, and I looked down, and those shapes came into focus. And I was sitting there, and I'm like, huh, that looks like a dick. And now I cannot unsee that penis for the life of me, and it is getting very awkward. Because now I have to be really careful when I walk in there, and if I step on it, I'm like, did I just cheat on my husband? If I'm wearing slippers, is it safe sex? Is it weird that I want to spend more time in the bathroom? Either way you slice it, now whenever I go in there I feel kind of slutty. But I like it. But I'm trying to make peace with it because it's my life. And so now whenever I walk in there I greet it and I'm like, hey buddy. And the other day Larry was walking down the hall and I'm like, hey, and he's like, I just saw you in the kitchen. I'm like, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the penis in the linoleum. He's like, oh, of course you are. Why did I marry you? I'm like, because I can see penis shapes in everything, and that is a life skill that you and I may want to share as we get older. I like this stack in this crowd, man. I'm never going to do anything anywhere else. So I plan events for a living, such as this one. It's a job I made up, and it's going really well so far. And I just booked a comedian for an event I'm doing next month, Wednesday, May 4th. Wednesday, May 14th, at Mission Theater. For this event I'm doing next month. And I really love his work. We've been chatting on Facebook. It was going great. I saw him out in person at the Helium. I'm like, oh, perfect. This is a lovely opportunity to introduce myself in person. This is what I said. Hi, I'm Jenna, and I smell like booze and edamame. That's what I said, like a memo went out, like, hey, tonight, nice to meet you, and great set are off limits. So you better come up with something else. And so that's what I chose, and I was standing there, and in my mind, I was just like dying. I was just like, it was so horrible. My brain was like, no. And my mouth was like, yes. That's exactly what we're doing. Freedom of speech. Fuck you. And it was off on its own. But this guy was just so lovely and so gracious. And he gave me a hug. He's like, you know, Jenna, there's a lot of smells out there. And those are two really good ones. I was like, well, thank you. So like, hey, little conversation starter. There's a penis in the linoleum in my bathroom. And then that conversation ended. So we'll see how the event goes next week. So I have a friend who's done meth. I'm not bragging. It's just something that I have. Don't worry, it's none of you in this room, so you don't have to turn around and give each other the side eye. Or maybe it is. I'll leave it up to your imagination. So I see a hand raise in the back. I like the honesty. So she's done that, or he or she has done that. And but I find it very ironic, and I love it because not only is she pro-meth, she's also pro-life. And I don't know, I find that kind of funny. It feels ironic to me, but I get it because we all have our things. Like, she's pro-life, I'm pro-choice. She's pro-meth, I'm pro-booze. She's thinner than me, I have all my teeth. She has essentially like sectioned off her body and made her uterus the Vegas of organs. Because in her world, what happens in the uterus stays in the uterus. But apparently it's a free-for-all for the veins. And I have my thing too, because I am a total hypocrite. Because booze, belly, it's not like I've got a one-up here. But it's good to know that if she has another baby, she'll be keeping it. And it's also good to know that I am a judgmental asshole who is not having kids. That is my set, you guys. Shut this just for a little mood lighting. Now we got some privacy. So I'm bringing up to the stage someone who's very dear to me. We were in our very first intro to stand-up class together at the Brody Theater, and I'll never forget, saw him on the sidewalk, and we both looked like we were going to vomit, just with fear, and that's how I knew. I'm like, oh yeah, you and me, we're going into this class together, right? We both looked like we were going to cry. But we made it through, we graduated. He graduated at the top of his class, and now he's here for a set for you guys. It is my friend, Jim Boedecker!
My dog tried to do an intervention on me recently. I was playing Xbox for way too long, and he came in and he read me a really heartfelt letter with he said he was worried about me. Now, of course, none of that happened. That's just ridiculous. But my dog doesn't speak. But he did let me read the letter, and it had a lot of good points. It was really well written, and I realized I needed to get out. I needed to go see some culture. And who's got culture? The art museum. So I went down to the art museum, but the main exhibition was, I couldn't even figure out. It was just confusing. It was like, I think it was Punk the Patron's Day or something. I don't know. And so I had to read the description just to see what was going on. And the description said, the man-child of the feminist ego unbridled by the endless woodchuck. Okay, so that didn't help me at all. I actually felt like it took knowledge away from me when I read that. And the exhibit was a bunch of ordinary household objects wrapped in twine. It was like I paid money to go to Goodwill's dumpster. But the best part of the exhibit was there was this projection of this black and white, grainy film of scissors just repeatedly cutting twine. And the reason I liked it so much was because I could do some shadow puppets with that. This display sucks! I want my money back! Is that security over there? So when I was a kid, rock stars used to climb up stacks of amplifiers and drink Jack Daniels on stage, and there were albums with names like, Screaming for Vengeance, and I feel like now I turn on the radio and I try to listen to the new stuff and stay up with it, and I'll listen to it for a little while, and it makes me just want to knit a sweater or maybe do some recycling. When I was a kid, like the Scorpions would come on, and I'd want to steal a Trans Am and do some donuts in front of a cop car. Now I hear the music on the radio, the most rockin' new song I can find, and I just want to ride a cargo bike down to the farmer's market, maybe find some artisanal pickles or something like that. I'm afraid the kids just aren't rocking hard enough now. I think the bands need to really step it up. I want to see Mumford bite the head off a tofurkey. Because that's rock and roll, vegan style. I don't think I can go back to my favorite diner anymore. I just hear too many old people all around me. And I hear all their conversations, things like, it's been going downhill since Jimmy Carter. Social Security screwing me over again. Well, he was doing fine until 2 years ago. Then he got the rectal cancer. Okay, great. All right, I'm done with breakfast. Thank you very much for that. I went and I picked up a prescription for my dad the other day, and it turns out he's got really good insurance. Because I picked up $115 worth of medicine, and it cost $6.50. Now, I don't have any regular prescriptions, but I do like pizza. So, what if we had pizza insurance? This large all-meat normally goes for $22, but with your thick crust copay, it's only $2.50. And if you want to really save money, you can go with generics, which is gas station pizza. If you go with your preferred pizza provider, you can get a extra large, triple meat, cheese in the crust pizza for 14 cents. Of course, if you go to Canada, you can get that for 13 cents. So. All right, thanks everybody.
Give it up for Jim Boedecker! He's awesome. Does anybody need a beer, water, cheap shot? Beer? Beer, yeah. Are you beer? Larry's the beer fetcher.
Beer fetcher.
Beer fetcher.
Fetching too.
Beer fetcher.
Beer fetcher.
That's good wordplay, Larry.
Peter.
Somebody's finding
Beer
it.
to Peter.
Somebody's finding it.
Do you want
Somebody's finding
your
it.
secret? Fridge in the beer? Fridge in the beer? Yeah. I'm terrified of when I'm old. It's like, it's just going to be just fucking good luck. everybody. Good luck to me. Good luck to Larry.
It's already confusing.
It's already confusing. He's like, Jesus Christ. Penises and linoleum, like first play. When I tried, I'm like, turn left, and I mean right, and I'm like, turn left. I'm pointing this way. God, it's a miracle. So, Aaron, how you doing? Yeah, we're just a little beverage break, and then we're gonna have our next comedian. We'll be doing this again next month, also here. We've already got the lineup pretty much set. And next time, hopefully we'll have New York and hopefully a set from New York. Although it was very special just to have that little moment.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right, is everybody set, you guys?
Yeah.
All right. Except my husband, who... If I can mess up words, he can run away when I say, is everybody ready? And he nods and says, yes. And I'm gonna go. I don't blame you, honey. I'll find you, though.
He knows where you live.
Yeah, in the bathroom linoleum. Yeah, I don't need a husband. I have a bathroom linoleum.
Give him a new DVD or something.
Yeah. Blue Valentine. Just come here for the rest of his life. It's nice to play a prank on someone for Christmas, right?
Wait till yours.
I'm excited. All right, you guys, our next comedian, she is fabulous. She's so funny. I would kill to be able to write a set as good as hers, but I can't, so instead I just had her come over and do it herself, because it's hers. You guys, it is Tiffany Greysen!
Great to be here. My name's Tiffany Greysen. Well, in all actuality, my name's not Tiffany Greysen. I've been using a different name for the last probably a year. I've had a little bit of a problem stalking. There have been police reports and cars being vandalized and some other things, but I haven't been able to use my last name because the police are still looking for me. Does anybody think, speaking of crushes, one of my last crushes, it was really exciting, and I remember like always catching eyes with him, and he was catching eyes with me, and I knew it would never work out though, because like our families, and he, you know, it's one of those things, even though he's single, or even though I'm single, he's my uncle. Oh, maybe I have sexual self-esteem issues because my uncle never molested me. That is a gauge to see how...
We're good.
My parents are so proud of that joke. Not really. My parents actually used to be really proud of me. I was on my way to becoming a doctor, and then I dropped out of my last 8 years of medical school. My worst breakup, my last breakup was my worst breakup. I did something really bad. I broke up with him over text. And the hardest part was hitting that send button and seeing the look on his face over the nice dinner he just made us. So I just sat there with his parents for a couple more hours. I gathered my things and I wished everyone happy Thanksgiving and I left. Another boyfriend I had, we'd been dating for probably a year and a half, and he really wanted to have a threesome. So I finally agreed on the condition I will have a threesome if I get to pick the girl. So I picked his sister. That is an awkward Thanksgiving for them forever. I did figure out the perfect man, though. I'm 40, and I figured out the perfect man will be 59. Because after I do have kids, and after kids, and retirements, and pensions, by the time I'm 59, he'll be dead. No, I'm 40, and then hormones are doing crazy things, and I've been seeing this guy for about a year and a half, And I started crying because he never tells me I'm pretty, which is crazy, I get that. But he handled it really well. He sat me down and said, Tiffany, if that is your real name, Tiffany, I'm not your husband, I'm not your boyfriend, I'm your boss. So I'm almost 40, and hormones are doing funny things, and things are happening to my body, like my boobs. My boobs are still awesome. Never mind. But other things are going on. Like I'll crave something, or I'll be tired for no reason, or I act like a cunt. I know cunt is a word that a lot of people are not comfortable with, and that's okay. I don't struggle with the word cunt. I struggle with a man calling me baby. I think baby is a name that men use to generically talk to their girl that they're dating at the time. So I know when a man calls me cunt, I know he's talking to me. I'm desensitized to the cunt word. Watching 30 minutes of The Sopranos, or being married to my ex-husband for 4 years. Oh. That's not very funny. That's not very nice. It's never a good thing when an HBO series ends. Not only do women hate being called cunt, do you know who else hates being called cunt? Babies. So clearly I have kids. Did anyone else, when their kids were toddlers, did you ever take them to the Fred Meyer daycare and leave them there and go drinking? And actually, I never did that. I would leave my kids home alone and just throw down some dry spaghetti and go to the bar. I do have an older child too. He has a girlfriend. He's 21 and she's a whore. Where I am trying to connect with her a little bit better. She sat down, we had a conversation. She said, Tiffany, I really feel like you don't like me. And I said, I understand, because I really feel like I don't like you. So, and I wanted to make peace with her, so I bought her a little gift, and what I bought her was a year's supply of Plan B. And in return, she bought me a couple bottles of red wine. Well, she knows that I'm allergic to red wine, because every time I get really, really sick every time I drink 3 or 4 bottles. And I end up on the internet. I do have a disaster recovery plan. If I ever wake up and I'm hungover and I know I drank too much, the first thing I do is I find my phone and I see, okay, did I put anything on Facebook? Did I send my uncle any dirty pictures? And then I check those things, and I find some aspirin, and I get a big glass of water, and I drink it, and I find my panties, and I go home.
Tiffany Greysen! She's amazing. She and I are in our advanced Brody class that we will be graduating from May 17th right now. So right now we're still in the intermediate stage, almost advanced, so sneak preview. But she is amazing. Our next performer is a comedian I admire and adore. He is the first person I actually said out loud, I want to do that too. And so he sent me on my way. He's like, go take a class at the Brody. And here we are. He's amazing. He's super funny. He's this guy's cousin, which makes it extra special. You guys, give it up for Steven. And I took the microphone out, but I'm going to put it back in. Gotta let him do that, because he's a professional. Yeah.
I am a professional that never gets paid. That kind of professional. Hey, how's everybody doing? It's good to see all your beautiful faces. Let me see where we're gonna go. Hey, Cinco de Mayo. Feliz de Cinco de Mayo. Happy 5th of May. Another fucking holiday we don't know why the fuck we're celebrating. Exactly. But hey, I googled it today. I was like, I wanted to figure out what Cinco de Mayo was. The first picture that came up was this Mexican guy stabbing a bayonet into the chest of a white man. I was like, holy fucking shit. This is what we're celebrating? And then I read on, and it had to do with the Battle of Puebla during the Civil War. It turns out the white guy was a French guy. So really we're celebrating, again, saying fuck the French. That's what Cinco de Mayo is. Whatever it is, give me another line. I'll be fucking happy. Just give me booze, give me happiness. But let's talk about something serious, shall we? Have you guys heard the conspiracy about the resurrection of our Lord Jesus? Yeah. Apparently it was an inside job. Fucked up. But how I found out about all this insider information is that my grandfather is a deacon in the Catholic Church. So the Catholics and the lizard people, we have a thing going on. But yeah, we're from Canada, actually, so I'm half Canadian, half Catholic, which means I am super apologetic. I say sorry for fucking everything. Sorry. I hate. Fuck the French Canadians. Yeah. Fuck them guys. Shit. I should really get my hair cut. I consider myself a responsible pet owner, and there's too many loveless bunnies running around the street. Just see them everywhere. That was a vasectomy joke. Yeah. Because I am a proud proponent of vesicular separation. Where all my vasectomies at? Yeah! That's what's up. I got a vasectomy when I was 27. Yeah, you guys can clap for that. That's cool. Who wanna fuck me? Who wanna fuck me? Busting nuts all over this fucking town. I got a vasectomy for a lot of reasons. I'm responsible in my irresponsibilities, and fucking babies are selfish. They are the most selfish animals I have ever seen. Perfect example, I was in over in Montevilla neighborhood the other day at a coffee shop, and there was a perfect naked breast that I could not see the nipple because some selfish-ass baby was chewing all over it. Another reason, babies are liars. I'm telling you, they're liars. Have you ever heard a baby go, I'm like, shut up, liar! That was dumb. But really, I got a vasectomy because I can live with my mistakes that I've made. I just don't want to live with the little fucking mistake that I've made. Running around shitting all over my fucking things. But I fell in love once. She was short and shallow, so it didn't take long till I hit the bottom. She couldn't deal with my condition. That's where we get a little sad. I recently got diagnosed with stage 2 narcissism. I'm serious. Please take pictures of me, post it on Twitter, tweet about me, because if you don't, I never existed. But no, I don't want you guys to worry too much. Everyone is saying it looks really good. I'm just really thirsty. Have you ever had one of those days, I mean, I was doing this for like the past few hours, have you ever had one of those smell my finger days? Where you're just like, what the fuck did I put my finger in? I don't fucking remember doing that. It's unidentifiable. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like avocado and pussy. But I swear I didn't stick my finger in any pussy. It's good avocado. I quit Facebook 6 months ago. It's one of my life's prouder accomplishments. Fuck yeah. It was a great fucking achievement. But I just hit my 6-month mark, and I wanted to tell all my friends and family. I had no place to do it, so here I am tonight telling all of you guys about my minuscule accomplishment. I quit using Facebook, you guys. Does anybody like that? 1 like? 2 likes? Put your hand up if you like it. 1, 5, 6, 7. That's a lot of likes. Oh, yeah. I feel cool.
I'm posting a comment right
Feel free to share it with all your friends if you want to. It's cool. But I also quit drinking a year ago. I haven't had a drink for a year, which makes my life a lot more lonely. But I used to suffer with depression, and alcohol tended to be what made me suffer with the depression. So I quit drinking. I still smoke a lot of weed though, so now I just kind of hang out with my depression. We fucking watch people at Walmart, fucking fails of 2013. That's what I do with my depression. But I don't know. I like being sad more than I like being happy. Seems to last longer. You know what I mean? I like my drugs like I like my emotions like my drugs. You know, give me that hardcore sadness. I want it to last for weeks. Fucking A. But so a joke. You guys want to hear a joke? This is an old joke that I kind of chopped and screwed. If you're from the dirty South, you know what time it is, motherfuckers. But anyway, a guy walks into a bar, looks around and sees a bunch of horses. Walks up to the bartender and he's like, "Hey bartender, what's up with all the horses?" Bartender looks at him and goes, I told you, no intellectual humor. Right? No intellectual humor. But something you guys won't assume about me. I was in the Marine Corps infantry for 4 years. Yeah, nobody gets this right up. Sure, yeah, fuck it. It's Portland, yeah, you're like the only fucking one. You don't know what part of town you're in. We're not very popular around here. First of all, I want to apologize for all the shit that all the veterans have been doing the past 10 years. You guys have to understand who our boss was. You know, it's not a good boss to have. Talk about your shitty jobs. But the people why reason I dyslexic do stop, figure that one out. The people why the reason. Okay, we're gonna get this worked out. We're together, guys. We're in it together. The reason why people don't assume that I was in the Marine Corps infantry is because I was trained properly, and I'm wearing the Portland local camouflage. The face hair of the plaid. I got pre-skated in Janoskis, skate shoes, if you're hip with it. And I got a job as a part-time ghost investigator. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. I moved to Portland 5 years ago now. It's been 5 wonderful years. I moved here because I heard that there were a lot of philosophers and poets in this town, and I wanted to conquer my fear of depth. It hasn't happened yet. They frighten me, all the poets, whatnot. But my first job after the Marine Corps, I got out in 2006. I got a job at Macayo's Mexican Kitchen in Phoenix, Arizona, with that beautiful man right there. It was wonderful. If you don't know Macayo's Mexican Kitchen, it's a chain restaurant in Arizona. It was pretty bad. I went from singing the Marine Corps hymn on parade decks for thousands of people to singing Happy Birthday at table 39. I went from blowing up houses to just blowing up toilets. I went from the Marine Corps infantry to Macayo's Mexican kitchen. Talk about your humble sopapilla. All right, guys, that's right now. You guys have been wonderful. Have a great rest of the night. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Keep it going for Stephen Miller! The mic all fancy. It's all like, what? I'm gonna leave it like this.